Welcome to Meadows Turkey Bowl News Network. I'm your host, Michael.
And I'm his co-host, Sean Migalski.
And we're here to give you live updates of this year's Meadows Turkey Bowl. Sean, we actually have a special guest with us. I don't know if you were filled in on this, but
How special?
pretty special, Sean. We have a former president, and it's not Donald Trump this year. We'd like to welcome President Barack Obama to the show. Barack.
Barack, why should Team Migalski get Bill Beagle's money this year in the Turkey Bowl?
First, thank you for the question. Now zoom in and maybe start playing some patriotic music. Bill, come on. Everybody knows where the money should go. It comes down to fundamental principles. And we all know that Team Migalski has earned this money. Easiest question I've ever fielded. Look, I heard last year they used Donald Trump in a similar clip and they lost. I think they realized that at the end of the day, he just can't win.
Wrong, that's totally wrong. Come on, Michael and Sean. We all know that was stolen from us last year. If you count all the Turkey Bowl votes, I easily win. Easily, bigly win. We all know it, everyone knows it, everyone's talking about it, and the fraud here is totally huge. We know this, everybody's saying it, you know it, and if you're not saying it, you're a liar.
Sure it was, Donnie.
President Trump, you've been talking about Meadows Turkey Bowl fraud for over a year now, but we still have seen no proof of any evidence of fraud. Can you elaborate or show us any proof of fraud?
Listen, I went over it. The fraud was everywhere. I expect that question from the ladies of The View, but not you two. You two I thought were good people, but you're not. You know what? I'm starting to think that Al Mercury and Mel Cap should buy this show and fire you two. Actually, I think Patrick Dolan would make a much better host than you two, really and truly. Patrick Dolan, good guy. People are saying it. Everybody is, you know it. He's a good guy and would be a great host. Better than you two, quite frankly.
Sheesh. Bill Meadows is right. This guy does not shut up.
Gentlemen, please. You're each going to get equal time to talk. We're going to need to move on to the next segment. Thank you.
Excuse me, but who's really running the show here? I'm starting to think that Frank Syriac and the Ruffs are behind it all. I know they are, believe me. I saw the officiating last year, and this seems right up their alley. They're totally corrupt. Bigly corrupt. We know this. It's very true.
President Trump, we have to move on to the next segment. I'm so sorry. We're cutting your mic for a little bit. We're going to give you the floor after we give Obama a few more questions. President Obama, if you're still there, our next question for you, are there any players that really stand out to you in this year's Meadows Turkey Bowl field?
Well, I don't know him, but Mike Geary seems like my kind of guy. Where you at, Mike? Stand up. Okay, sit down. Hey, is Brian Coughlin still playing in this event? You know, he reminds me a lot of my very dear friend, Joe Biden. Wait a second. I'd be remiss if I didn't include this point, so let me be clear. Someone I'd like to see Team Migalski buy and then bench is Miles Huska. Hey, Miles, I didn't invent the vaccine. That was your boy Trump. Now stop tweeting me at 3 a.m. Or you know what? I'll just have Elon delete your account. Oh, and by the way, where were you on January 6th, 2021?
Barack, thanks so much for being with us tonight. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, everybody. Obama out.
President Trump, we apologize for earlier if you thought this debate wasn't fair and balanced, but what we want to do moving forward is the floor is yours. What do you want to say to the Meadows Turkey Bowlers about the future and moving forward?
You know, Michael and Sean, I have to say one final message. In order to make the Meadows Turkey Bowl great and glorious again, I am announcing here tonight, quite frankly, I'm announcing tonight my candidacy for president of the Meadows Turkey Bowl. We aren't too sure how this process works, but I do know this. Mike Meadows is getting too old. He's getting old and his reign is over. And to tell you the truth, big things are coming, Michael and Sean. Truly, truly big things. Huge things, quite frankly. Huge things. And trust me, when I'm ready to announce and tell you what those things are, I'll tell you. Trust me on that. Bigly.
President Trump, thanks so much for taking time out of your campaign this year. I know you got a big one coming up. We want to thank you for being with us at the Meadows Turkey Bowl, and you're always welcome back. Thank you.
Michael, Sean, quite frankly, you're both losers. Let's be honest. We know this. And don't call me back next year.